So let's approach the topic of love not from the level of how do I get there, but how do I get away from what I have put on top of love? How do I get through? How do I manage my way through the layers that made me blind for the underlying frequency? And it's very interesting that with love, we have so many ideas and concepts. I mean, if we watch Hollywood movies, for example, there are so many role models and stereotypical things that it's like love is the best known thing on earth. I mean, we know exactly how it goes. At the same time, the thesis is in the space that love is an underlying frequency for everything in existence. So there is a kind of decision between it's just this Hollywood script or it's embracing every cell in the universe. There is a kind of decision that we have to make. And what we did with shaking and what I invited you to do, I used this word, chaos. Throw yourself into chaos. And we did something very active. I'm curious if, due to my wording, you were willing to shake more than you wanted to shake. However, maybe you wouldn't have jumped up at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Yoo-hoo-hoo, let's shake. But it's like, okay, Ilan wants us to shake. Let's give it a try. To some extent, we were jumping into energy. We were wanting something. We were going for something. And we were not going for this and that with a method, but shake things up, like throw things into chaos. And if you throw your hands into chaos, you share that they are vibrant and alive and strong and soft and connected, and that there is peace. And yes, that there are painful and stuck moments coming up as well. And I do not think that it's an accident that this is such a strong parallel flow to love. So to some extent, again, if I want more love in my life, I certainly want more love in my life. I would be so happy if I would be talking about this topic because my childhood was full of love and everything was so okay. And now I'm teaching you. But it was quite another story, quite another workout to make it to this point. And so I'm really, really just teaching from being the worst or best student or whatever of love, just because I'm craving for getting back to this underlying frequency. How about us just making sure that we keep shaking things up as much as we can? How about us not focusing love? I want to get love. I want to love you. But like, okay, just throw everything into burning chaos. That is obviously not feeling like love. Everything that dissatisfies you, everything that makes you feel bored or disappointed or resigned or stuck in anger. There is a big leap possible. And the big leap we are talking about is a big leap to underneath, to underneath, to underneath. And I think that's super, super important because the moment our love relationships become more authentic, we will be triggered by the doubts and the kind of projection and the kind of in the field around, because it reflects back to you how little you trust your authentic love in a way of how you have been born. It's always like you have to become somebody to love with full maturity. And saying, we were this underlying frequency when we were born, gives you the ticket from the very beginning to be a master in love. And at the same time, therefore, a lifelong student of love.